I'm Anthony F. Elmore, President and Founder of the proud Black Buddhist World Association. Now, some of you may ask, why is there a proud Black Buddhist World Association? Let me tell you, in all of the world, we are the first independent Black Buddhist Sangha in all of the world. And perhaps in over 2,000 years, you will not find any evidence of a Black Buddhist Sangha. Now, our topic for today, NARA Historian Anthony F. Elmore, Black Folk Introduction to the Science of Buddhism. Buddhism is where God and science meet in harmony. When we look at Buddhism, we look at Asian people who are monks in a robe meditating. In the Buddhism of Nichiren Shonin, who practiced the teachings of the Lotus Sutra, which was the highest teachings of the Buddha Shakyamuni, those teachings does not include meditation. Meditation is only one aspect of Buddhism. It is Nichiren Shonin who teaches us that the highest teachings of the Buddha Shakyamuni is the Lotus Sutra. And we at the proud Black Buddhist World Association only practices the teachings of the Lotus Sutra. So when you think about Buddhism, do not think about Buddhism in regards to an Asian or somebody in a robe or something like that. Let's begin to look at Buddhism from a theoretical and objective standpoint outside the realm of the spirit of an Asian person. Now, the Buddha Shakyamuni in India taught that the highest teaching was the Lotus Sutra. Now, let me explain to you the essence of the Buddhist teachings. Now, the essence of the Buddhist teachings is the Lotus Sutra. Now, the word sutra means kyo. Now, if you want to understand the Buddhist teachings, you must first of all learn and recognize the word kyo. Now, kyo means sutra. Also, kyo means teachings. But kyo means the teachings of all of the universe in all of the vastness of space and time. That is what is kyo. For example, the Japanese or the Asians have extricated all Black history, culture, and language from Buddhism. Now, to extricate all Black history, culture, and language from Buddhism, that could not possibly mean kyo, because kyo is inclusive of all of the teachings in the world, which includes archaeology, anthropology, genetic science, literary science. All of this includes kyo. So when we teach you about kyo, kyo is the essence of the new Buddhism that we're teaching at the proud Black Buddhist World Association. Let's kind of give you an idea of Buddhism. And what we want you to do is get your mind off of Asians when you look at Buddhism and somebody meditating, but let's bring you a 21st century perspective of Buddhism. Now, on Thursday, January the 14th, 2016, an international team of astronomers may have discovered the biggest and brightest supernova ever. The explosion was, as scientists equate, 570 billion times brighter than the sun and 20 times brighter than all the stars in the Milky Way galaxy combined. According to the statement from the Ohio State University, which is leading the study, scientists are at an impasse. They are straining to even come up with how so much strength or something that could even possibly be 570 billion times greater than the sun. Now, when you go to the Buddhist teachings, the Buddhist teachings can explain such phenomena. Now, we told you that the word kyo includes all of the vast teachings in the universe. Now, we who are Buddhists, we chant the phrase Namu Myo Ho Ren Ge Kyo. Now, you know the meaning of Kyo, and that Kyo is all the teachings of vastness of the universe. Now, the idea that something is 570 billion times brighter than the sun, or something is 20 times brighter than all the stars in the Milky Way galaxy combined, we in Buddhism call this Myo. Now, the word Myo means mystic or incomprehensible. It also means open. Now, you open your mind, you open yourself to the vastness and incomprehensible knowledge of the universe. That is the term Myo. Now, the word Myo also means correct. Now, we can say that Myo means to open to the correct, and wonderful Kyo, or vast knowledge of our universe, which is called Kyo. Now, let us get to the word Namu, or what they call Nam. For the most part, Namu means devotion. Now, in regards to everyday people, most of us, in regards to religion, do not like the word devotion. And such words brings fear to the average Christian, because in the Christian teachings they teach you that God says put no other God before him and all of this sort of thing. That is what the Christian teachings teach us. So when we who chant Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, which means devotion, the word Namu actually can scare you a little bit based on the Christian teachings. However, if we bring this into a 21st century model, then we get a different understanding. Now, the word Namu not only means devotion, the word Namu means to awaken. Now, so where we at when we says Namu Myo, that means we awaken to the mystic or the wonderful or the incomprehensible, or we awaken to what is called correct, because Myo means correct. Now, Namu means to awaken. The Buddha says Namu means to be amazed and awaken. Now, the word devotion is just simply another way of explaining the word Namu. Now, in regards to introducing Buddhism to black folk, we introduce the Buddhist concept of kyo, or knowledge. Please get the thought out of some Asian monk in a robe meditated out of your mind. In my life, I do not know of any human who helped change the world through meditation. Even the Buddha Shakyamuni taught, and he teaches us in the Lotus Sutra, that he did not gain enlightenment through meditation. The Buddha gained enlightenment through practicing the kyo, or practicing the Lotus Sutra. Let's put this in everyday common terms. Now, the person that makes a change in life is that person who takes the time to educate themselves, like the scientists and the doctors. You cannot be a doctor sitting up meditating. You cannot go and change the world sitting up meditating. You have to take action. You have to study. You have to learn. Now, we who are Buddhists, part of our practice or part of our understanding of the Buddhist practice is us studying. Now, let's take this thing further. We come to the word ho. Now, the word ho means our mind. Now, the common way that ho is explained is that ho is a law, and ho is also a function, or the way that the universe functions. Now, we have physics, which are the way laws of the universe function, and we have particle physics, which functions in a little bit in a different way than regular physics. Now, particle physics and regular physics do not work the same way. For example, gravity is a law. It's a universal law that exists in our universe. Now, as we explained to you, on January the 14th, 2016, an international team of astronomers may have discovered the biggest and brightest supernova ever. That explosion was 570 billion times brighter and 20 times brighter than all the stars in the Milky Way galaxy combined. We and the Nichiren Buddhism call this phenomena ho. In this case, it can be broken down into what we call the 10 aspects. See, ho means a function of life. See, Buddhism teaches us that, or the Lotus Sutra teaches us, that we have 3,000 worlds in a momentary state of existence, and all phenomena is governed by these 3,000 worlds. Now, the 3,000 worlds starts off with the 10 aspects. That, for example, when they looked through the Hubble telescope and they saw that explosion, that is an appearance. So all phenomena has an appearance, it has a nature, it has an entity. An appearance, nature, and an entity give rise to power. A power give rise to an influence. Now, an influence happens because what is called an eternal cause. An eternal cause happens because of relationship. And a relationship happens because there is a latent effect. And a latent effect happens because there's a manifest effect. And the manifest effect happens because there's a consistency of beginning to the end. So we have what is called the 10 aspects that the Lotus Sutra teaches us. So you got the 10 aspects. Now, the 10 aspects, in turn, we got 10 worlds. All phenomena has 10 worlds. That is hell, hunger, animality, anger, humanity. You got heaven. Then you got learning, self-realization. Then you got bodhisattva. Then you got Buddhahood. Now, each of the 10 worlds exists in each world. So you got 10 worlds times 10 worlds is 100 worlds time The 10 aspects, which is 1,000 worlds, time the 3 realms of existence. Now, the 3 realms of existence, the first one is the realm of the 5 components. All components, or everything, has what is called 5 components. That is an appearance, but then there's a perception, a conception, there's a volition, and there's a consciousness. So that is the first realm of the 5 components. Then you got the realm of living beings, and then you got the realm of the environment, which comes to 3,000 worlds, which this is called whole. Now, what the scientists say in terms of whole is a law or a function of the universe. Now, what the supernova is, what we call this Ren. The word Ren is the quality or function, or Ren is the cause. Now, in regards to Nichiren Buddhism, Ren means lotus or universal truth. Ren is the cause. The supernova is in essence a cause and effect, or Ren Ge. Ge means the function or an effect of a cause. We get the lotus flower and fruit, or cause and effect, that comes together. Now, when we chant Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, we are saying, or we can say, Namu Myoho Renge Kyo is being devoted, amazed, and awakened to the correct, wonderful, and open to the universal truth regarding cause and effect knowledge of Kyo teachings, eliminating delusion. I am Anthony Elmore, President and Founder of the proud Black Buddhist World Association, teaching you and bringing to you the new Buddhism and teaching you the new Buddhist way.